This episode, we will be covering the first national challenge, the SHS Span, and more. It may have gotten a little bit chilly last week, but we're back in school now, Spartans. Be sure to check with your teachers and counselors to find out about any changes or adjustments to your class schedule or meetings due to the weather conditions.
Seniors, February 15th is one of the last college application deadlines for the 2019-2020 school year. If you are applying to any colleges with this date, remember to submit your applications and request your transcript from your guidance counselor. Remember to apply for scholarships.
If you are interested in seeing any SHS basketball games this week, you're in luck. The boys basketball team will be facing off against Ottawa tonight at 7 p.m. tip-off. Get out and cheer them on. The rest of the week sees the girls basketball team play at Morris here at home Wednesday at 7, and then they hit the road to play on DeKalb at Thursday. Also, be sure to wish the wrestlers luck as their sectionals is being held on Friday. For more games and times, you can always check 8 to 18 or the events calendar on the SHS website. All boys who wanted to try out for the SHS baseball team should attend the meeting on Thursday, February 7th at 3:15 in the auditorium. This is the official sign-up for meetings for the season, and everyone is expected to attend. Please see Coach Kavanaugh with any questions. All girls interested in trying out for soccer, there will be an informational meeting after school on Wednesday, February 13th in room B228.
The band has been working full throttle, whether it be at basketball games, pep assemblies, or other events. As you can imagine, band is now a full-time commitment. We now go to Trevor Bredlau with information on how being in band affects students' lives.
Memories and friends created in band are some like no other. We got some interviews with band students to see how it has affected their time here at SHS.
So some of the positive aspects of band that I really love the most, the community aspect, because we each have different sections, like I'm part of the low brass, but all these groups always intermix, and so that way everyone always knows everyone. You'll never not have someone to talk to in band.
Band has definitely helped me form a lot of friendships, and it's really helped me become closer with the friends that I already have. It's also given me ample opportunity to have a lot of impact within our school environment, as I feel, and just create a bigger presence in the school than I would have otherwise.
For the Spartan News, I'm Trevor Bredlau.
Thanks, Trevor. Spartans, make sure you get a chance to enjoy the SHS band.
Now we go to Jackson Thompson to learn more about FFA.
The National FFA organization, formerly known as the Future Farmers of America, envisions a future in which all agricultural education students will discover their passion in life by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. All are welcome to join FFA. Meetings are the third Monday of every month. Each meeting involves food and a fun activity. When you join FFA, you meet new friends and experience a world outside of the classroom. If you have more questions about the club or joining, contact Cara Pointer or Brandy Burgess at bburgess@syc427.org.
Jackson. As you know, over the past week of January 28th to 31st, we had 4 snow days in a row, as well as our snow day back in November. This winter vortex has altered our schedules here at SHS and around other schools in the district. William Stewart got the chance to talk to Principal Carlson about snow days, the effects of missing school, and the snow day records. Let's take a look.
How do you determine a snow day?
Well, officially, I don't get to determine a snow day. Mrs. Countryman does. But I know the major factor is student safety. Can we get kids to school and get them home in a safe manner? And our district's unique that we're a K-12 district, so we're not just thinking about high school kids. Obviously, high school kids can transport themselves, many of them, and get here safely. But you're also thinking of kids that are sitting at bus stops in rural areas and even in town. You know, with the wind chills we had, is it safe for them to be out? And at the same time, if we send kids home or leave them home, they're going to have supervision, or parents can be able to get daycare for their students. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. It's not an easy decision. And then obviously looking at the big picture of how this affects our overall school year.
So what is the school going to be doing to make up all these missed snow days?
We have 5 days built into our calendar to make them up. In fact, because of the snow day we had in November, we lose our President's Day holiday here in February. So unfortunately for the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, you will be going an additional 5 days onto your calendar because of contracts we have with vendors for graduation for chairs and sound system and stages, et cetera. We probably won't be able to move graduation. So seniors, I imagine the plan would be to have them take their finals early, and that has happened years and years ago in the past, and so they will probably be done a week ahead of time and will not have to make up those 5 days.
So are there any finalized plans for what we're going to do with all these missed days?
Well, we're going to meet administratively here in a few minutes, actually, to kind of go over that, and then obviously we have to discuss it with our superintendent, Mrs. Countryman, and I'm sure there'll be discussions at the board level also, just to make sure we're all on the same page going forward. So yeah, we have a pretty good idea what we want to do, but we want to make sure everybody's on the same page. But I imagine the plan again would be to extend the school year by those additional 5 days, have seniors take finals early, not move graduation, and have everybody else come back for those days after graduation.
So are you aware, is this like a record for how many snow days we've had in a row?
Well, I've been here 28 years, and I really don't remember us being out 4 days in a row like this. I also don't remember extreme cold like this. We've had some cold days, but not to the extent that we had this past week. So is it a record? I'm not sure, but it's got to be pretty close to that. You guys weren't around in the winter of '78, but I was in high school during that time, and I think we were off school for 2 straight weeks. We had literally roads covered with 8 to 10 feet of snow. So it's happened in the past, but not in your generation.
And for Spartan News, I'm William Stewart.
Thank you, William. The first National Challenge women's game ended with the Lady Spartans taking the win. However, the win will continue on long after the crowds have left the Convocation Center. Reporter Penelope Geese spoke with the superintendents of both Sycamore and DeKalb schools to find out just what kind of impact the events have had on the community. Here's more.
Kathy Countryman, Superintendent of Sycamore School District, and Jamie Craven, Superintendent of DeKalb School District, both enjoyed the first National Challenge on Friday, January 25th. Both believe that the game does much more than just stimulate the rivalry between Sycamore and DeKalb.
So the first National Bag Challenges have been going on for quite a few years. We're super fortunate because it does a few things. Number one, it's a fundraising event, so both schools really appreciate that, and the booster clubs get to do really cool stuff for the kids from both communities.
Well, it's always exciting. Anytime Sycamore and DeKalb play in any event, whether it be the fall where we all come together at Husky Stadium or coming here for the Convocation Center, it's always a great rivalry.
I think these athletes are so lucky to play on a big stage like this. As a high school player, getting to play on a college, whether it be the football field or here in the basketball arena, just is something they will remember forever, I believe. I think that sometimes it takes a little bit of practice. The first few minutes of a game you'll see, especially in basketball, just because the court's a little different, and so just really for them to be in front of such a big crowd at such a great event, it'll be something I think that they'll remember for a long time.
This is something they're going to be able to look back on and really relish that had this opportunity, and it's a big stage, whether it be at Husky Stadium or here at the Convocation Center. Just great memories.
So I would say over the past few years when this event has been held, we've seen a few changes. I would say that the crowds have gotten larger. I also think that people understand the magnitude of the fundraising piece of this and how it does really help both schools. It's a really nice way to bring both communities together in a competitive event, but also more of a community event.
For the Spartan News, I'm Penelope Geese with Allison Vidalis.
Thanks, Penelope. Now we go into a short break. Welcome back, Spartans.
2 weeks ago, the girls and boys varsity basketball teams fought hard at the first national challenge against the DeKalb Barbs. We go to Tori for a closer look. Thanks, Tori.
Friday, January 25th, the varsity boys and girls teams fought hard against DeKalb at the first National Bank Challenge. The girls varsity basketball team won 40-34. Their starting lineup was Faith Clem, Faith Reynolds, Ella Shipley, Maria Wright, and Kylie Feuerbach. While the boys lost a hard-fought game with a score of 46-60, the starting lineup for the boys varsity basketball was Grant McConkey, Jackson Johnson, Jace Hayes, Brock Alexander, and Lucas Overhog. For Spartan News, I'm Tori Kenny.
Thanks, Tori. Great job, Spartans.
Congratulations to Madison Pete, who won the Illinois Girls Open for her weight class on January 27th. Also on the 27th, at the NI Big 12 Wrestling Tournament, Trevor Borilla, Styler Larson, Colton Berg, and Zach Konzumpik earned all the conference honors. Last Saturday, we also had a second IHSA Regional Championship winning team. Our wrestling team worked hard to get another win for Sycamore and will be advancing to sectionals at Sandwich.
Congratulations to our boys co-op swimming team. The varsity boys team placed first at the independent conference meet on January 26th. At the NI Big 12 conference meet, both the varsity and JV team placed first. Congrats, guys.
When the weather started to warm up again last week, the girls bowling team was able to compete in the NI Big 12 tournament on Friday, February 1st. Our Lady Spartan bowlers fought hard and were crowned champions after placing first overall in 5 games. The next day, they continued their winning streak when they won the IHSA regional tournament. Good luck to them this Saturday as they go into sectionals at Rockford Jefferson.
It's time for the Spartan Challenge!
This week, our Spartans try to take on the infamous Ghost Pepper Challenge. Let's see how they handled the heat.
I'm Julio Milan, and I'm a freshman.
I am the Stephon Thomas, sophomore.
I'm Brady, like the bunch. I'm a junior.
And we're doing the Ghost Pepper Challenge.
You see? It's a juice. It's all juice.
You only limit one. Oh.
Not that bad. You need that?
No.
I can take it. I'm a tire lever. It's what we do.
I'm starting to feel now.
No, I can't. Can we cut? Can we cut? It's bad.
I'm done.
So do I win?
That was done after the first bite, dude.
It's spicy, my dudes.
I regret everything.
I feel miserable. I regret doing it. I thought it was gonna be fine at first, but it turned out to be horrible.
You know, it was pretty spicy, but you gotta remember, I'm a tire lever. It's what we do. In times like this, I just say it's go time.
It's been real with Spartans. That was this week's Spartan Challenge. Woo!
Now that's a spicy challenge.
That's all we have for this week, Spartans. I'm William Stewart.
And I'm Karina Evenson. Have a great week, Psycho High.